Hi, my name is Brian Houle. I'm putting together a small demo reel for the TV show Alone, just to show you a small portion of my skill set. Please enjoy. Hi, I'm Brian. Welcome to this edition of That Wilderness Survival Show. Throughout this series, I would like to show you some wilderness survival skills that hopefully will make your outdoor experience safer and more enjoyable.
When you've got the right materials. The trick is practicing getting things going exactly right.
You can see the water droplets is underneath that bit of sand. So this solar still is working really well right now. Wow, it's even a little bit cool. So yeah, a functioning solar still. You never have to take it apart. You've got water in the bottom. You just drink it straight out of there. It sets the trigger off, and it doesn't look like much, but when it falls onto a mouse or it falls onto a small animal, depending on the size of the animal you're trying to catch, it just gives a little whack. So what happens is the animal pulls this out. Sometimes you can see them in books and stuff and they'll be set on the top, but I like this one here because it's got a lot more of a hair trigger. All it does, just like that. Okay? And there you go. You've got the bottom one ready to go, and now that becomes your cooking plank. You'll cook everything nice and even. This fish is looking really, really good. The chicken's looking really good. I'm gonna flip that steak over and I'll show you what the back side looks like. All right, see, you just knocked the little bits of wood off of it. It's cooking really nicely over there. This takes a little bit of time, but if you take your time while you're doing it, it's fun to learn. Take your time while you're doing it. Stay nice and warm. And at the end of it, have a nice meal. So what we've done is we've built our snow cave to go in, and we've got a nice long bench right there, and it goes up. So you want your entrance to be lower than where you're going to sleep. That's as high as we can go. We can see daylight, and we know air is going to come up through the bottom and up into the top. And that's really important. Really nice people that just go out in the wilderness, build one of these, and just all they're going to do is sleep for the night and enjoy themselves, have succumbed to lack of oxygen because they didn't put a breather hole in. They thought they were going to get cold or whatever the reason. So it's, you point at the object you want to hit, you bring it back, and it's just a nice, easy, slow swoop. So this is one of those things while you're fire hardening your spear, you can also be cooking around the fire. This is like a multitask sort of a thing. If you find yourself in a situation where you've got to survive, multitasking is a very, very good thing to do around. You could be fire hardening this, and it's just off to the edge. You could be building your shelter. You could be going down to the creek and getting some water, as long as you know that this isn't going to scorch or burn on you. You know, you don't want to leave camp, or you could be fixing your camp up a little bit, but you don't want to leave camp for more than a couple of minutes. You don't want game to see a really big movement. When you're trying to get a bird, everybody knows that birds jump and then fly, especially grouse. So you want to aim just a little bit high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I throw this. All right? So it's just a nice, easy, you crouch down a little bit, you're moving in on your quarry, and it's just a nice, easy movement of just like that. What you have to do is you have to twist it one way and then wrap it the other way. And that's how rope stays together is you have to twist it, and when you get the twist like this, what you do is you end up with a little knot in it. Now you see the way that little knot just formed right there? That's the start of your string, okay? Hi, I'm Brian. Do you think I'm just inside a great big pile of leaves? Well, you'd be mistaken. I'm actually in a debris hut that I built on that wilderness survival show on Coast TV. And it's right there. You've got what you've got to do is you've got to get everything nice and together, okay? You can't be wide open with this. Okay, you see how it's starting to light right on the edge right there? Okay, then you take your piece of coal extender. See how it stays going? Ouch. Okay, right there, you see how it's going to your coal extender right on the edge? Okay, we came back to the Osoyoos Desert Center, and we caught a little beetle, and we wanted to see if we could get the black widow to come out of her hole. As you can see, we have a very, very fine specimen of a black widow spider. You notice that the black widow is extremely shiny. Get a good shot of the hourglass on her abdomen there. Very, very elusive creature, very shy, and doesn't like to be out in the sunshine. But we managed to get a good little shot of her. Okay, you can see how you get a nice rolling boil after the water's gotten nice and hot, and that's a transfer of about 3-4 times. So I'm using 3 rocks in there so I don't displace too much water, and then it just gets a nice rolling boil, and that's off the last rock that I just put in. So you can see it's cooking really well. And don't forget, you're in a situation where you're going to need water. Please don't get rid of that water because it's good for you. It's nice and boiled and there's nothing wrong with it at all. Please don't forget a little piece of line in your pack. It'll be invaluable.